Okay, hello, Gemini Moon. How are you all today? So, I'm here to do your current event reading for June 2020. Here at Your Moon Tarot, we are moon sign centered. I only do moon centered readings. I feel that the moon dictates current events, your finances. So, in this reading, we're going to tap into what's going on currently in your situation for June. Um, I was drawn to the gemstone Larimar. I have a book here. It's called Crystals for Emotional Healing, a contemporary guide. This is just like a little quick guide. It doesn't have, a vast amount of crystals in it. Um, but there goes Lammermuir. And I have a raw piece. It's good to keep a raw piece. I live on the beach. I'm from the beach. So I couldn't imagine not living by the beach. Um, but if I didn't, I would definitely have a huge piece of this if I was to ever move away from the beach because it'll just give me grounding back to my home roots, being by the ocean. It makes you feel very, it gives you ocean vibes. You get what I'm saying when you're holding it. So Lammermuir, this is obviously a polished version of it, but this is the raw piece. It's very, excuse me, it's very brittle. I don't like to pick it up too much because it's extremely brittle. But the corresponding chakra for Larimar is the throat, the third eye, and the crown. So Larimar is an exquisite blue-green color with white stripes that look like waves. This stone is found only in the Caribbean and feels like a little piece of the ocean in your pocket. Okay, Larimar is soothing and it works to quell aggression and emotional extremes. It heals trauma and helps you reconnect with lightheartedness and joy. Larry Marr wants you to go with the flow and remain calm even in the most stressful situations. To expand on the beach theme, Larry Marr's energy is like holding an island getaway in the palm of your hand. Although it's found only in one place, Larry Marr isn't hard to find in shops and its appearance has made it popular for jewelry making. So, if you don't live by the beach, if you can't get to the beach, I'm hearing salt bath for you, Gemini. I'm hearing get to the beach. Also, a Pisces might be significant to you. I'm getting the date 314 because I'm seeing it on your card and it's just standing out to me. But let's take a look here. So I'm looking at you up against the moon here, you the twins, Gemini. And I kind of like see a hollowed out ocean bed, riverbed. Um, you just needing to purify of toxicity and to meditate. I'm getting this energy from you for the month of June and looking at you placed up against the moon here, Gemini moon. All right, so hmm, my moonology deck. So moonology oracle cards. They're by Yasmin Bolin, and since this is a moon centered channel, the moonology cards they channel moon energy according to the phases of the moon. So we're gonna look at your current events for June, Gemini moon. Let's get some moon guidance on this. Why does Gemini have a need to detoxify? Don't let your past hold you back. So you may be feeling guilty because of your past. And you just need to rid yourself of this emotional burden. I'm hearing that something is extremely heavy on your conscious, and you're to the point where you're just about to just spit it out because you don't want the past to hold you back anymore. You want to move forward, and you want to cleanse yourself of all this toxicity. Step out of your comfort zone. But in order to do that, you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone, Gemini. You are an air sign. You rule communication, but as far as opening up and actually letting out emotion, you really struggle with that. Gemini really struggles with their emotional selves. So you're gonna have to step out of your comfort zone, and you're also like this is you got your south node, you got your north node and your south node here. Um, you're gonna have to come from being down here in the pits. You're comfortable being down here in this negative energy. You're not comfortable being up here and dealing with one's emotions. I don't want to sound too critical, um, but it's almost like you need to hear it, Gemini Moon, because people are they're very careful with how they approach you because they don't want to get their heads bitten off, and you don't want it to be like that anymore. You really don't. You're not. You don't come from a bad place at all. You really don't. You just let's see. But you don't want the past to hold you back. You feel that you have come a long way emotionally, and you don't want people to to tiptoe around you anymore. You're ready to make yourself vulnerable, Gemini Moon. Okay, believe in the impossible, Blue Moon. So you feel that some of these relationships, because of the lack of emotional communication, you feel that it's almost impossible to salvage them. Um, you feel like maybe the opportunity to salvage these relationships would like be like once in a blue moon. Like it's almost impossible because it did take so much time for you to bring yourself from this south node here so far away from light, so far away from the light of the divine, up here to this north node. Um, but whenever issues are brought to the north node, I look at it as judgment day. Um, these are issues that are going to have to come out and be resolved, whether you like it or not. Whatever um, the issues are brought to the North Node. So um, it's going to be uncomfortable. But once the conversation is had, and that's how you feel. You want to definitely stand firm in that. You feel like that. Look, I'm ready to have this conversation, but don't hold this over my head. After we have this conversation, let's move on from here. That's the mental space that you are on in. Balance spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. So yeah, like I was saying, Gemini moon, you could either have a sun placement in Pisces. Remember I said before, I pulled from this moonology deck 314. I'm getting that Pisces energy. Um, this may be very well be something to do with a Pisces. Um, you may have placed too much of a burden on someone, and now you're realizing that. Maybe this Pisces is a really great person, and you realize that now, and maybe your expectations were a little too high. Maybe it's not a Pisces person. Maybe you expected you put too much burden on a situation, and um, but the thing is, even though you feel that it's almost impossible to salvage this, you feel that whoever this person is, that they're strong, and that if that chance was to arise again, you know, you know that this has the potential to be a really balanced, harmonious situation for you. That's what I'm getting. But you don't see that if you're going to be ridiculed. You don't like to be ridiculed. Nobody likes to be ridiculed, but you don't ridicule a Gemini. They're just not going to sit there. You're not going to sit there and tolerate that. Um, it's like, I understand, yeah, yeah, you're a great person and all that, but yeah, look at that, the fish again. Look, the Pisces right here, 314. Look, it's more fish, more of the Pisces energy. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. So you've really been thinking about this situation. If it's not a Pisces, it's something that's really been heavy on your intuition. This is something that you might not have thought about seriously before, or you didn't think about this in a serious light before. But now you do. Your intuition is telling you to look at this in a different light, that there may be more to this. Okay, so I have a dark mirror oracle deck, and this is by Laura Saba, and this answers the questions that the moon side, because we live in the sun, we live in our sun signs, but we sometimes we tend to neglect our moon, and your moon is highly neglected, because you don't it's all about your sun, but the dark mirror answers those questions that that need to be answered to balance out the moon aspects of your life. So without further ado, okay, insight on this situation. Will Gemini moon, is this worth a shot? Will they feel ridiculed? They don't want to be ridiculed. Will they be able to step out of their comfort zone? Is it worth it? Alone in the world. So you feel alone in the world. If you don't step out of your comfort zone, you're going to be alone in the world. You feel that everything has been stripped from you. And it may be because you lack that emotional vulnerability. So instead of voluntarily giving that emotional vulnerability to this intuitive situation, or either being vulnerable with this Pisces, now the clothes are being stripped off your back. So it's almost like the universe is forcing you, um, have some compassion in this situation. You're being forced because apparently it's a debt. It's something that now you realize that you must do, or you'll have no peace. I mean, because the clothes have just been stripped off of this woman. She's looking around like, what in the hell happened? I mean, she was just sitting there chilling, and then they came and ripped her clothes off. And your twin is gone, alone in the world. You're a Gemini moon, so you have a twin, um, and it's like she's looking for her twin. It's like parasite, yeah. So this guilt is like a parasite to you. Just the regret for not showing the same love in return that was given to you is giving you just a strong sense of regret, and it's eating at you like a parasite. Um, you wish you would have been more compassionate in this situation. Her chance to dream. You just want the love that was shown to you previously from this person back. Just for another chance for them to hold you. This is the only person that can make it better, because this is the person that you owe that emotional debt to. And if they could just find it in their heart to forgive you, you would be so much relief. You see how this king, because you're a king, you're a queen, but you just want this heavy burden of emotional regret off your chest. Fated to suffer. So it's almost like this person is a gift and a curse. Like this person isn't a literal curse. Of course not. Um, but it's just she's so sweet, so innocent, so pure, and it's like it's almost like that makes you angry. It makes you angry that it just really makes you angry that you took such sweet innocence for granted. I'm sorry, you guys, Gemini Moon, but this is the dark mirror. It mirrors your shadow side. Like it, these are things that but it's just you want to just make this right. If anything else, you want to make this right. You were so wrapped up in greed that you took from this sweet person, and you didn't see the beauty of what she was giving you. You just took it and ate it. And she's like, but wait, I organically grew that apple with love for you, and he's not paying attention. He's totally dark in his shadow side. And he took it from her. and he didn't realize the beauty and the gift that she was giving her. He didn't realize the beauty and the gift that the universe was giving him. That's deep. Okay, and then right here I just saw yeah, it goes on and on with this anger, chains, addiction. So you might have struggled with some really heavy addictions. You might have masqueraded around like you didn't love this person when you really did. Um, so let's pull some charms. You want your heart to be healed. I promise you. I shuffled, poured them back in, and I still get the same. It's like over 300 some charms, and I get the same ones. Because it's like a collective energy. But um, you see the little nurse's hat on this heart. So you want your heart to heal. You want to heal this love situation. Yeah, it's that little nurse's hat, that little cross. Um, Dragonflies might be significant to you. Um, the month of June and July may be significant to you when I see that dragonfly. Um, um, this person may be part of a religious organization. Um, okay, so this is like an olive branch, or no, it's a little squirrel. It's a squirrel sitting on a branch. I've never seen this one. So something about the fall, the harvesting, always in a hurry trying to get a nut is what squirrels are always up to. I am not being vulgar. Um, but you might have misused this person. I'm not saying like you abused anyone, but you might have taken advantage of the sexual situation of this person sexually not how can I put this? You took for granted the sexual aspect of this relationship. This person might have had a deeper connection to you when it came to sex than you did with them. Okay, so here goes a dove. So you just want peace. Snake. So you felt like yeah, Cobra, you felt like you you Gemini moon, you may we all know what I'm not calling you a snake. But there was some snake like activity in this situation. And I'm getting like again an autumn leaf around the fall time. Someone was betrayed in the fall, and someone feels really horrible about that. Gemini Moon, I think is you. I'm gonna leave this reading where it is. Um, you are a strong and competent individual, Gemini Moon. You know what to do when it comes to this. The ball is totally in your court, and even if this person can't find it in their heart to forgive you, that's not for you to make them. You've got to move on. Just as long if you want to extend that olive branch to get it off your conscious, um, it is what it is. You can both leave it at that. They can forgive you and get past it, because beating you down about the past isn't going to fix what happened. But also just keeping in that energy, and that you acknowledge that there was some snake like activity here, will do you the world of good. And if you can, get to the ocean, Gemini moon. Okay? All right, take care. I will see you later.